This time on Hobby Journeys, we'll be looking at the pre-orders for the 18th of November, which include a lot of tiny little tankies.
Hello!
Hi!
So, this time on Hobby Journeys, like always, we're going to be looking at the pre-orders, this time for the 18th, I think they are, 18th of November. Yeah. So, going to start by looking at the releases from Saturday. This is what's on order at the moment. We've got battle boxes. These are what went up on sale. And amazingly, this is amazing to me at least, the Space Marine box hasn't sold out. All of the rest of them have.
Well, probably because they don't really want to get those Outriders and the ones that you can get.
It might well be. It might just be the box is a little bit odd, I think, just in the mix of it. I do love the jetpack assault, but I think a lot of people just look at the Outriders and go, well, I'm not that bothered. Maybe that's one box of the assault intercessors.
And they'll probably release it anyway.
Yeah, well, they will. You'll be able to get these guys separately. So I think maybe a lot of people just looked at it and said, "There's other things on offer." Although, you know, everything else sold out. League of Votan.
I would like the Cadian Defence.
Well, unfortunately, sold out online. Been and gone. Popular one by looks of it.
It should come back. It's someone.
Well, you could buy the models. So if you wanted to just buy one of the tanks or something, you can get that.
I don't want to get it all.
The full thing. Well, to get the full thing, you'd have to buy them separately, and they'd be very expensive. So what you'd have to do is, you know, when we go to the model shop and buy miniatures, pick out some Cadian stuff.
But I can't see any Cadian stuff.
Oh yeah, it's all there. It'll be there. Well, I'll tell you what. Next time we'll go in, we'll have a look and maybe get you some Cadians.
But also, won't some come into stock eventually anyway?
No, the box is gone when they're gone. They release it for Christmas, and that's it. Once they're sold out, they've sold out. So you won't see that box again. But you can get everything separately. And there'll be other boxes. They always have the Imperial Guard out from time to time. But yeah, Beast Snaggers went. The Red Gobbo is still on offer. You can still pick him up.
Well, I mean, it's one miniature in it for £25.
I would imagine they made quite a few of those. World Eaters went. All the Age of Sigmar apart from...
What about that lead miniature? Well, not lead,
resin.
Yeah, the miniature at the bottom, is that out?
This guy, yeah, he's out. He's temporarily out of stock. He's not a limited edition though, so he will come back into stock again. But all these guys, I think the idea is that you might be able to pick one up in a game store somewhere. So if you went to a game store, you might find them there, but they're not on sale. But yeah, I mean, prices were... They're quite expensive. I mean, that's maybe why £140. I mean, it's a big outlay.
When eventually you'll just be able to get it separately for those assault.
Yeah, but then again, that'll probably be a big saving. Because I reckon, well, your assault marines, they're going to be
that's
£30 a box.
Well,
that's £90 of them.
But no one really minds about anything else in that box, so they could just spend £30 instead of 140.
Yeah, but then the captain will be 25, so it's 120 just for the assault intercessors. Captain another 25, so you're talking... yeah, you're probably going up to about 115. Then with the Outriders and ATV, you're sort of taking it a bit north.
No, but I mean that if you just get the jump packs.
Yeah, shall we have a look how much the jump packs are on their own? Yeah, so the jump pack intercessors are actually 35 each.
No, but I mean the special ones.
Which special ones?
The one that's in the Christmas box.
Yeah, that's these guys.
That's not with the special captain.
No, but the captain comes separate.
Oh.
So the captain's a separate model. So if we go and find the cap... Yeah. In fact, there he is. So he's 25. So the captain will be 25. The intercessors are 35 each. So if you look at that box, I mean, it's 140. So you're talking... I
would just spend the £50 instead of the 140.
Well, you've got £35 for each of these boxes. So that's going to be 105. Plus the captain, that's another 25. So that's 130 for the intercessors and the captain, all the guys with the jump packs. The box itself's 140, so for that you'd be getting the Outriders and ATV, but I guess a lot of people probably looked at it and went, well, I don't want that many jump pack intercessors, and what I'm doing is I'm getting free things I've probably got lots of already. Because I've certainly got a lot of Outriders. I've got probably 15 of the things kicking around. They were in Imperium magazine. A lot of people have picked them up there. They were, you know, in the launch box for Indomitus. We've all got a lot of them. So people just looked at them and went, well, I'll just buy them separately for the actual number I want, and not for 15, which is quite a lot of them, to be honest. There we are. Anyway, that's the launch boxes. You can still get that Space Marine one if that's what you want. Maybe gone by the time this video goes up. Who knows? But yeah, there's also the Soulblight Gravelords. I wasn't a huge fan of that. It's alright. I love the Death Rattle skeletons. Take or leave anything else in the box though. The cavalry's alright. Not that bothered by anything else in there, though, to be honest. But I do like. I mean, what I want there is not to spend 135. Spend whatever it costs for the box of Death Rattle skeletons. But there we go. Anyway, so we've got some more releases for this week. What we're seeing this week, Matthew, is the release of Legions Imperialis. So what this is back in my day, the game I always used to play was called Epic, which had various different incarnations, Space Marine, Titan Legions, there was a few of them. I used to play Epic. That was the game I played. I played more of that than anything else. And, what it is it's basically like Warhammer 40,000, same things, but a lot smaller. So you can get lots of Titans on the field and lots of Knights and stuff. So looking at this, we've got a box set for the new game. So it's coming with lots of big tanks, lots of infantry, couple of Titans, I think these are Warhound Titans, I think they are. You got your rule book in there.
Are these where like all the miniatures are really small?
Yeah, exactly. Not as small as in the original Epic. These are about twice the size, so you get a bit more detail. We can see a bit more. So you got your rule book. But this is what they look like. This is your infantry.
To be honest, I kind of want to get that.
I think it looks great. I really like this.
The tanks would be a bit smaller and I wouldn't have to, it wouldn't be very hard for me, would it?
You can make an army just full of tanks, which I really liked. And you could have lots of big Titans.
How much does one tank cost in this?
One tank, not very much. Probably about 20 quid, 10 quid. Depends on the size of the tank, because but
I mean like one of the small normal ones.
Just a small normal. Well, you'd get a box of a few of them. So.
But like what would one box of 3 of them then be?
Well, probably about 20 quid. Something like that. So you look at these are the Bane Blades. So in the game, these are... Oh, no, these aren't. The Kratos heavy tanks. So one of those in the main game costs about 40 quid. 40, 50 quid, something like that. But these it'll be one box for probably for 4 of them for about, 25, 30, something like that.
To be honest, I think I would probably like this more than 40.
I used to love it because...
I'd probably like this
just
more
all the
than
tank stuff. It's good fun.
I would probably like this more than 40k, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm quite tempted by this launch box. I'm really tempted if I only had the money.
We maybe get it?
I don't know if it's going to be on sale all the time is the problem. And if it's unlimited off... Unfortunately, I've already done my Christmas present. It's been and gone. What it is at the moment is it's Imperials against Imperials. The idea is it's set in the Horus Heresy. So it's when you had the Horus Rebellion against the Emperor. So it's all Space Marines versus Space Marines. Which makes it quite good because you get the launch box. And usually what happens is you get the box, it's got like with the Leviathan box where you got some Tyranids and Space Marines. Well, if you don't collect one of those factions, you end up with half a box you're not going to use. But in this case, you're going to get all Imperials, so you can use everything in the box. I really like this, and I might well be investing.
That would probably be the only thing I would like more than 40k.
You think? Well, I always preferred Epic. I thought Epic was great fun, just because, it's Epic. There's more of a scope to it. It's like lots of tanks, lots of infantry. I was a massive fan, really was. I had all the armies. These were a bit bigger scale. Now those were very, very small, but these are good because I think you could actually paint these guys. You look at these guys; they actually look quite.
But then the
quite
ones
well
you used to
painted.
do, you literally just brush a couple times over and really work.
I never painted them. I never painted them. I literally just stuck them in the bases and got on with it.
Why didn't you just paint them with one colour? This gives them a bit of.
Well, they started off with like a colour of plastic. So they were a colour to begin with. So
that's what I would do.
Yeah, I seem to remember the ones out of the Space Marine box came with like in blue plastic or something. So you say, oh, they're Ultramarines or whatever, and I just played the game and just enjoyed playing the game. But yeah, so you got these Kratos tanks, some Rhinos. Quite like the Rhinos.
Aren't they based off a real tank in real life?
Well, sort of. Yeah, it's just an armored transports. Look a bit that way.
Yeah.
We've got going to have some flying stuff. So this is a Thunderhawk gunship.
Why is that big?
Why is it big? Because they are quite big. They are quite a big thing.
Isn't this supposed to be epic?
Yeah, but it's not huge though. That's like probably about that big. the actual model of it, they made a lead one of it once. It was like that big.
Oh.
Yeah, so it's a big boy. That is. So yeah, you've also got the Solar Auxilio, who was sort of the predecessor of the Imperial Guard, I think. So they're sort of infantry based, really. So we've got a lot of them. They look okay. Bane Blades, these are a classic tank. You can actually buy these for 40k, and they're like that or something. They're very big, very big. Yeah. So there was a previous game called Aeronautica Imperialis, which is a sort of predecessor to this. So that was all about flying things. So it was all about sort of fighter to fighter shooting down and stuff like that.
I like that stuff.
And it's in the same scale as this game, so you can actually use all the stuff from that in this game. So you've got all the flying stuff. You can have new Titans eventually. I mean, we've got these are knights. So we've seen the actual knights. I still want a knight. One day
I prefer air battles than land battles.
You prefer air battles?
Yeah, because they're not as interesting, but a lot more damage happens.
Okay.
And usually, you'll see all the fire going on and explosions. Then when one soldier gets hit, not much happens.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, well, we're going to be seeing a lot of knights. You can put them in the field as like a squad of knights, and then we're going to see some titans. Look at these boys.
Tighty.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're all going. I'm presuming these are all going on pre-order next week because that's the point of this article. So you're going to be seeing a lot of miniatures. I like these guys, these knights here. But there's some good stuff coming. I'm into this. It's going to be a lot of money in it. It's gonna be a lot of money.
Yeah.
There's some terrain as well. I wonder if you get any with the game, with the box. I mean.
But I would really
Possibly.
like to have some of these miniatures.
Yeah, well, I am.
Especially as I wouldn't have to put very much effort into painting them. I could just go one brush over the thing, and I'm like, a couple, just a couple brushes over the paint. I mean, the miniature. Wait for it to dry. Put a little bit of detail, and I'm done.
Well, all we'd have to do is airbrush them into one colour, then you could put a bit of detail on with just a couple of bits of the brush.
Exactly.
Wouldn't take you any time to do, really. Some of the big stuff you want to do a bit more detail, but the infantry would be well easy.
Just paint them or spray them with.
I mean, at the very least, I could pick up the rule book and we could just pick up some bits and pieces to play with and have a go at it, can't we? But yeah, anyway, I'm into this. I am very into this. I don't know what the rules will be like. I mean, what I might do is have a look online and see what people think of the rules before I commit to it. But
Dad, what do you think is the most famous type of tank in Warhammer, or the most popular?
Probably either the Land Raider or Rhino, one of the two. I would imagine. They're old school. We've got a couple of old miniatures going back on made to order. So these are old school. I think these will be resin, probably, if not lead.
They won't be lead.
Or metal. Well, metal.
They won't be lead.
It used to be lead back in the day. It doesn't say, but yeah, these are old school miniatures going back on sale or made to order. So so this is. This one has at least got some new equivalents with the some of the miniatures in Leviathan and so on, and all the recent Tyranid release. So unless you got nostalgia for it, I can't imagine you picking up this dude here. I don't think he's got a new equivalent, but
I don't like
the
them.
Red Terror.
I don't like.
You don't like? Well, they're old school, aren't they? Not for me. Not for me, but I think it's mainly about people being into the old ones. Some people will like those old models because they used to have them and might want to pick them up. So we are. Then we've got some books. Lots of books.
Boring books.
Lots of books. Then battle reports and stuff on Warhammer TV. Showing us how to paint the
little tiny ones.
The little tiny dreadnoughts and all
it looks
the things.
really funny to paint.
Yeah. There we go. Anyway, that's the pre-orders and that. So what are you excited for there, Matthew? What are you liking?
Little miniatures.
Well, it's basically all of them are the little miniatures that are coming on. What do you like most out of the little miniatures? We've got some
I quite like the little tanks, but I think also...
Which ones particularly? What's your favourite of the tanks?
Probably the rhinos.
You like the rhinos? Not the Bane Blades? Not these fellas?
Those are alright.
I like the Bane Blades.
But to be honest, I kind of like everything in those.
You like everything?
I just like how they're tiny.
Yeah, I do too. I really like it.
So it also means you could make a bigger army on the battlefield because they're a lot smaller.
Well, that's the idea. You get, it's more of a scale. You can have more tanks. If tanks are your thing, you can get more of them on the field.
And do they do about the same damage they would do normally?
Well, it's just different. It's different rules. So, but yeah. So if you're shooting infantry, they're gonna decimate the infantry, but the infantry are littler and you get more of them. So you could have an army with hundreds of men on the
And
field.
then one bullet ain't going to do much.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the point is, it's a different game scale.
Like, he's
altogether.
going to kill like 5, 10 of them. Ain't going to really hurt the squad much.
Yeah, exactly.
And they could always just reposition more at the front.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that's it for this week. So, what have we got to say to the viewers?
I don't think we have anything to say to them.
I think we do. I think we want them to like and subscribe.
Maybe
so
we do.
do that, viewers.
Yeah, just do what he says.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do it.
Anyway, bye.
Bye-bye.